Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Essex Free Library's Friday Storytime. As you can see, we are celebrating Halloween today in the library, and I'm dressed as Captain Hook. And I have a secret for you. Tinkerbell and Peter Pan are upstairs. So make sure you check Facebook later to catch a picture of them, a glimpse of them, and their wonderful costumes. And because today we are celebrating Halloween, I thought I really would have to read some Halloween stories today for story time. So I've chosen two stories about witches and maybe a third if we have enough time. But the first one we're going to start with is one of my absolute favorites, and it's not really a Halloween story. It's just about a very good witch and her very funny friends. This is Room on the Broom, and it's by Julia Donaldson, and the pictures are by Axel Scheffler. And maybe you've seen this book before. It's a very popular one. It's called Room on the Broom. And you can see from the end pages that maybe we're going to be dealing with some wind. It looks very windy, doesn't it? Room on the Broom. There's the picture. The witch had a cat and a hat that was black, and long ginger hair and a braid down her back. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off the hat. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, I am a dog as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me? Yes, cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forest they flew. The dog wagged his tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed out loud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her braid just like that. There it goes. Uh-oh. But look where it's headed. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from a tree with an ear-splitting shriek, there flapped a green bird with the bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said, as the witch tied her braid in the bow, I am a bird as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me? Yes, cried the witch. So the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Oh, now it's raining. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The birds shrieked with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond leaped a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on a fold of her cloak, I am a frog, as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me? Yes, said the witch. So the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy. Yay! And the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. Uh-oh. I am a dragon, as mean as can be, and which with French fries tastes delicious to me. No, cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. Help, cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew near, with a glint in his eyes, and said, just this once, I'll have witch without fries. He's licking his lips. He's so hungry for witch. But then, just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of his ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird. And its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, buzz off, that's my witch. The dragon drew back and he started to shake. I'm sorry, he spluttered. I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly. And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat, and phew, said the dog. And thank you, oh, thank you, the grateful witch cried. Without you, I'd be in that dragon's inside. They saved their friend. Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, find something, everyone, throw something in. So the frog found a lily, the cat found a cone, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well, and while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom. Then out rose a truly magnificent room. Look at that. With seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird and a pool for the frog. Yes, cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. There it goes. And that's the end. Now, if you like this book, and because I love giving a plug to my wonderful friends at the Richmond Library, I suggest that you check out the Richmond Library's newest story walk. It's wonderful, and it's about this book. Now, the next book that I have for us this morning is also about witches, and it's called We Witches Halloween, and it is by Jerry Smath. We Witches Halloween. These witches also have cats, but not orange ones. On Halloween, we witches hatch from pumpkins in this pumpkin patch. Before their spree, there is one rule. They first must go to scaring school. In class, the older witches teach, The younger ones just how to screech. The lesson now is scaring frogs, causing them to fall off logs. Then each witch with cat and broom must learn to fly from tomb to tomb. Oh, they're having flying lessons. When school is over, the witches are free to scare us all on their Halloween spree. From the air, they spot a fair. Perhaps there's someone there to scare. If you look closely, it's not just any fair. It says Harvest Fair. I see pumpkins. All four scream boo, but soon they find that no one really seems to mind. They all think the witches are funny. Next, the screeching witches raid a passing Halloween parade. So now everyone's dressed up. They try to frighten ghosts and bats and moms and dads in silly hats. But their screams, it seems, don't turn ahead. And the witches win first prize instead. They look a little confused. They were trying to scare everyone, not win the contest. And when they find they cannot scare, it's much too much for them to bear. About to leave in their defeat, they hear the kids shout, "Trick or treat." So they decide, with one last try, to scare some kids and make them cry. Oh, that's not so nice. Now the screaming witchy team regrets that they have been so mean, for when they scream their biggest boo, the kids just laugh and scream boo too. Look, the trick-or-treaters scared the witches. And that's the end. So this book was about 4 witches. I think we have time to read one little book about 2 little witches. It's a counting story by Harriet, Ziefert, and Taback. If one little witch meets one little witch, that makes 2 little witches going trick-or-treating. There's the number 2. If 2 little witches meet one small clown, that makes 3 trick-or-treaters in the dark on Halloween night. If 3 trick-or-treaters meet one tall skeleton, that makes 4 trick-or-treaters going trick-or-treating. If 4 trick-or-treaters meet one striped cat, that makes 5 trick-or-treaters in the dark on Halloween night. If 5 trick-or-treaters meet one fuzzy bunny, that makes 6 trick-or-treaters going trick-or-treating. If 6 trick-or-treaters meet one orange pumpkin, that makes 7 trick-or-treaters in the dark on Halloween night. If 7 trick-or-treaters meet one friendly pirate like me, that makes 8 8 trick-or-treaters going trick-or-treating. If 8 trick-or-treaters meet one big astronaut, that makes 9 trick-or-treaters in the dark on Halloween night. If 9 trick-or-treaters meet one pink princess, that makes 10 trick-or-treaters going trick-or-treating in the dark on Halloween night. If 10 trick-or-treaters tiptoe up to a spooky old house and a monster opens the door, and if the princess, the cat, the clown, the pirate, the pumpkin, the astronaut, the bunny, and the skeleton all run away, that leaves 2 little witches in the dark on Halloween night. And that's the end of that one. Well, those are all the stories that I have planned for today. I hope that you enjoyed them, and I hope you have a really fun weekend. Happy Halloween to everyone, and remember to be safe. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.